How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for Farm Simulator 22 on the mod map Riverview Farm. We're going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads, "Welcome to Riverview Farm. This is a fictional UK map offering every player alike something to do, be it forestry, animal care, arable work, production-based gameplay. You can sell all barns, sheds, walls, etc. on the farmyard, given you have the ability to customize the farmyard to your liking. Most hedges can be cut away to open fields up, giving you the ability to extend or join fields together. All walls, fences, and non-cuttable hedges from around the main road can be sold, allowing you to open the map up to suit your playstyle. There are 4 farms on the map, each offering something different. Forestry on this map has its own unique challenges for those who love to clear out large areas of trees. The map is precision farming ready. 49 fields, one of every base game production building place. A lot of forestry areas each offer their own unique challenges. Cuttable hedges allowing you to extend and join fields together to just open up the land. Walls, fences, and non-cuttable hedges can be sold from around the roadside, animal pastures, and dirt roads. There are 4 farms spread around the map, multiple sell points so all goods, including factory goods, can be sold at them. Collectibles can be found spread around the map. Map is precision farming ready and uses a custom soil map." Now there has been a few changes made to this map. We're going to start with changelog 1.1.0.0, and it says, "Fix a few floating trees. All production points now have increased storage capacities, allowing for large amounts of produce to be sold or delivered to them. Large animal pens with increased capacities for animals, milk, slurry, and food added to the build menu. 11 sheds added to the game build menu. Some wall types and a hedge added to the build menu. Fix some street lights not correctly positioned. Disturb Simulations UK Growth calendar implemented. Some XML files updated to use functions introduced in the 1.5 patch, such as storage bins having the ability to jump to them. Post inside hedges made collidable. This will stop the posts dropping through the map after being cut away. Hedges can still be driven through, but will stop bales, pallets, and logs from passing through them. Farm sign can now be cut with a chainsaw to remove it." Changelog 1.2.0.0, Graze mod compatible, PC and Mac only. Such sneaks relight environment implemented. Changelog 1.3.0.0, animal PEBs, I think that's supposed to be pens. Food capacities updated to be Maize Plus. Such sneaks relight mod updated to 1.3. Note, this is save game compatible. This map was created by Cavalier Warroy and is 199.56 megabytes to download. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at the map, this is what it looks like. There are no required mods for this map, and you start out by owning farmlands number 1, 2, 8, 47, 57, and 56. And if we take a look around the map, you can see there is a good range of farm field prices that are available. So you have a couple of the grasslands here for 76,000. You have this one here for 131,000. This larger field is 665,000. You've got 168. So I mean, you got a good, pretty decent range of fields and how much you're going to pay for them. Now, some of the fields have farms attached to them, so the price is a little bit higher than what maybe the field by itself should kind of be worth, but we'll find those and bring those up later on. So you can, that's something else. You cannot purchase all of the map. There are areas that are just not usable for you. Let's see, like right up here, kind of this little town and island area, you cannot purchase this. Now, if we look at the animals, you do start out with animal pens. We have a cow barn, a chicken coop, as well as another cow barn. There are contracts available, no production chains to start out with, and there are 20 collectibles to be had, so keep an eye out for those. There are mods specific to this map, nothing under the nothing under the buy menu, but under the build mode. If you look under sheds, whole bunch of Riverview Farms under sheds, under silos, nothing there. Silo extensions, nothing. Containers, you do have the lime station there. Tools, nothing. Farmhouses, nothing. Under productions and factories, you have several here. Selling points, nothing. Greenhouse, orchards, and generators, nothing. Under animals, under cows, you do have a couple down here. Horses, nothing. Pigs, you do have something there. Sheep, you do have something. Chickens also has something there. Nothing under bees, and nothing under others. Under decorations, under fences, scroll all the way to the right, check it out. You actually have a couple of additional fences here. Under lights, nothing there, and under others, nothing there. Under landscaping, if we go under paint, oh yeah, quite a few. And then under trees, nothing there, and plants, nothing there. So we start out here at the at the shop. What I'm going to do though is teleport to the starting farm, and specifically teleport to the main farmhouse. The reason I'm going to do that is because the shop where it's located is very kind of central to the rest of the map, and it's easier to just go to the starting farm and then kind of make my way around and go from there. So we're going to go from this point here. This is where we start out. And we're going to go right up to here, the farmhouse. And there we go. So behind me is the sleep trigger. And over here, open this up, you got a wardrobe trigger. And before I go on, let's go ahead and take a look at the starting equipment, because we're now here at the starting farm. Under the buy menu, under own items, under small tractors, you have the Claas Ariane 660, the New Holland T6 175, and the Valtra G 135. Under medium tractors, a Massey Ferguson 8S 205. Harvesters, the New Holland CH 770. Wheel loaders, the Claas Torian 1511. Telehandlers, the Manitou MLT 737. Under trailers, the Flegel TMK 273. The header for the New Holland, the grain header that is. Under stone pickers, the Elho Scorpio 550. Under cultivators, the Lemken Schmargd 9500K. Under power harrows, the K-Brand HR 4040. Subsoilers, the K-Brand DC 401. And under seeders, the K-Brand Ventra 4030. Sprayers, you have the Berthoud Vantage 4300. Under fertilizer spreaders, the Bradell K105. Grass care, you have the Dalbo Maxi Roll 630 Green Line. Under mowers, the K-Brand GMD 8730 FF rear deck mower, and then the K-Brand GMD 3123F front deck mower. Under tedders, you have the Vicon Fanex 904. Under windrowers, the Samaz Z2840H. Under forage wagons, the Schultmacher Rapide 580V. Under balers, the Pottinger Impress 185 VC Pro. Under front loaders, the Quickie Q5M. Front loader tools, the Albert Bale Fork. Under Bale Spike, I'm sorry, I said Bale Fork. Under wheel loader tools, the Silage Fork, also Albut. Under telehandler tools, the Magsy Bale Fork. Under low loaders, the Bremier Transport Wagon TP500S. A header trailer for your grain header. And then under weights, you have the 10 Winkle Pack 750, two of those. So from this point, let's go ahead and bring up the map. We're going to run down here. And in this corner, you have a manure heap. And here you have your starting cow barn. You have your slurry output right here. We'll go to the chicken coop real quick. 900 chickens. That's a lot of chickens. Feed is right there, and your eggs right there. Now turning your attention back to the cows. Feed is in here. Open this up. Your animal dialogue trigger is right here. 1,000 cows can be loaded in there. Straw right there. And your milk trigger right here. Continuing to make our way over and around. Repair trigger right here. Fuel tank right there. Fertilizer silo right here. You can see. A lot of our starting equipment. Plenty of storage space on this farm. This is very nice. One of the Karma 16. This is a seed and mineral feed silo. Again, way more storage. All your tractors, well, some of them are in here. You've got empty barn space here. On the back side here, you have another cow barn with another 1,000 heads that can fit in there. Tons and tons of space. Oh, and I forgot to mention manure heap in the back. And both the cow barns are identical. You're able to just copy and paste what I said before and apply it to that now. And now up here, very large bunker silo, and you have a silo right here. Some more of your starting equipment right here. This is just storage right here. And that is your starting farm. It's kind of a lot to wrap your brain around. There's lots of equipment, lots of storage, and the layout is very long, very like expansive. Little trails and stuff kind of leading around. I wanted to go over here to my tractors. What do you think? Should we go? Let's go with the New Holland. Why not? Cavalier. Okay. Now at this point, let me adjust my notes real quick. Okay. Newbie Farm. We're gonna head out of here. And now up here, cross the bridge, make a right. And here, this is where we started. This is the shop and shop trigger. Shop trigger there, repair trigger right here. Okay. Now right here, you have your cereal factory. 110,000 purchase this, output here, input right there. To my right is the dairy. Purchase this for $70,000, and your inputs and outputs are right here. There's your outputs, and your inputs right back in the back. I have a gas station to my left right there. Okay, pull in here. So this, let's see, is the supermarket sell point right here. And then in the back is a debris crusher. You also have the kind of the secondary input for the supermarket, which is the place for bales and pallets and things like that right there. Now we'll hop back out of here. Very tight lanes and roads, so you're gonna have to be very careful how you come in and come out. It's gonna be a challenge. Okay, to my right is the next production point. This is the carpentry. Purchase this for $60,000. Over here you have your inputs with your wood cell trigger right there. Outputs right there. Okay. To my right is the tailor shop. Purchase this for $100,000. You have your inputs here. You have a wardrobe trigger right here. And back here is your outputs. And now we're going to continue to make our way around. And just keep following this road. Now coming up here, if we make a right, followed by kind of following the bend, and then we just keep following this along until we get to the biogas plant. Now hop out there. Get turned around at this particular one. It's not laid out like a traditional plant would be. There we go. So it's all in the back here. Now your box or your trigger is right here. $181,312. You can purchase the biogas plant. You have your solid inputs right there and there. Bunker silo, pretty large one, just behind me, 2 of them. Now this, I believe, is your output for your digestate right here, and your input for your liquids is right over here. Okay, and from this point, we'll just head on out. we've got a little bit of a drive ahead of us because it just kind of follows this inner island road almost, as you can see. And it's not an island as much as it is kind of just cut off, but it's, yeah, we just continue to follow this along until we hit our next production, which is going to be right here to my right. And this is the spinnery. You have your input right here. Your trigger right here. For 60,000 you can purchase this, and your output is right there. Okay, we'll just keep following this along. One thing I really like about this map is that it does a really good job at utilizing the space that's available to it, because a lot of the map, I'm not going to say a lot, but a good chunk of it is taken up by water down here in the south. You got the riverways and the kind of island area. But with the kind of winding and twisting road, it makes it seem larger than what it actually is. We are going to make a left here and just going to continue to follow this along. And again, one of my favorite things about any maps are just the breaking up of sight lines, not being, you know, completely flat to where you're just able to see one corner to the other kind of thing. Alright, right here you have your, let's see, this is the Bales Market sell point. And here, you know what, let's go ahead and take a look. We're starting up here, well, we started here at the shop. We teleported to the farmhouse where we took a look at all the things we need to look at there. We then pulled out here, came back to the shop. We then pulled out, came to the cereal factory, the dairy, as well as the gas station. Then we came over here to the supermarket as well as the debris crusher. Came back out. We saw the carpentry and the tailor shop. Out and around. Came back up to the biogas plant. Back out and around to the spinnery. And then up to here, where first we... okay, so this is the farmer's market, this first one here. You've got your Bales sale... Bales market right here. So farmer's market's behind me. Bales market is in front of me here now, and then around this corner here is the animal dealer. So if you have animal pens and pastures already placed on the map, you can go here directly, purchase the animals, and incur a delivery fee by purchasing from this location. You're basically simulating the dealer is then taking the animal from here and moving it for you to the pen that you are selecting. You can also have the pen and pasture itself. You can buy your animals directly from there. But again, you're basically simulating the dealer delivering from the wherever the dealer's at to where you are at with your pen. So you're going to, again, incur a delivery fee. But if you purchase or lease a animal trailer, bring it to this location, load directly into your trailer from this location, and take it to your pen and pasture wherever they are on the map, you then save that money. And you pay quite a bit per animal. I mean, depending on what it is, of course. But you pay quite a bit for like cows and horses. So it's a good way to save money if you're kind of trying to be conscious about that. Now, continuing to follow this around. Now we're going to continue to head up this little hill here, and off to my left is going to be the next point of interest. Right there. Stop here. This is the bakery. You can purchase this for $50,000. You have your output right here and your input. Where is the input? Oh, right around the backside here. Right there. So we're going to continue to follow this around until we reconnect to the kind of main road, the outer perimeter road. And then we're going to backtrack ever so slightly, but we're going to pass by the entrance for our starting farm. And again, just how the road just like twists and turns and follows along kind of the natural undulations of the landscape really makes this map seem so much bigger than what it actually is. And again, you're going to have so much area that you're going to be able to like not have access to. So even though you don't have access to it, it still feels like a really large map. But with all the kind of tight fields and all that stuff, you're not going to get huge equipment around here either. So you're going to get probably small to medium-sized equipment. You know, if you're really lucky and really kind of strategic, you might get something a bit larger than that through. But it's going to be pretty difficult. You're going to run into traffic, or you're going to run into objects like the posts, the light posts here. You know, just one of those that it's going to be tough. Alright, so that bridge there, if we would have made a left, would have taken us right back to our starting farm. Alright, to my right, this is the cheese dairy factory where you have an input right here. The trigger right here, cheese dairy, 50,000, output right back there. We're now just going to continue to follow this kind of ring road around. Now you can see these are, where'd it go? Yeah, here it is. See this kind of log that's in here? It's kind of hidden away a little bit, but you can see it right here. If you cut these logs down, that will remove the bushes for that section of bushing. So yeah, you can see it real good here. The kind of logs are hidden in there. It's, you know, doesn't have a collision, as you can see. The logs do. Oh no, I was wrong, they do not, but they do have the cut ability, so you are able to cut them down, and then it deletes the hedge, that portion of the hedging. So we're going to pass by this here real quick, and we're going to continue heading out in this direction. This area as well. And now coming up here to my right is our next point of interest. We have the sugar mill here with the input right there, and the output right here, and the trigger right here. We purchased that for $80,000. Now we're going to head back to our tractor, and we're going to make a U-turn. Oof. Okay. And right here is the grape processing unit. Can purchase this for 80,000. If your output here, your input here, and it just occurred to me that I missed my turn, so let's go ahead and go back to that, because that is going to be farm number 2. So we turn down here. Was it? No, it wasn't down here. It was over here. There we go. Alright, so what we need to do is borrow quite a bit of money. Okay, so we borrowed the money. We were here at the animal dealer. Did we? Yes, we did. We caught up to the animal dealer. We then drove up to the bakery, up and around, over and around here to the cheese dairy, out and around here. We passed by that one. We came to the sugar mill, back to the grape processing unit, and then back to around here where we're at this farm. At farmland number 50, we purchased for $108,384. You can see, look at all this stuff that appears. Bunker silo right here, pretty big one. You got a silo right here. Over here, chicken coop, 360 chickens. Cow barn with manure heap. You have 80, and standard triggers and all that still apply. Over here you have a pig barn. 270 pigs there. Feed is in here. I believe your straw gets loaded in through this door right here. And then slurry is on the other side at that spout right there. In the back corner, you have a horse barn with up to 14 horses. And then over here, sheep pasture with up to 65 sheep. So now we're going to head back to the tractor and get turned around. Go to our next point of interest. There's the tractor. Now here we'll make a right and go up this way. Nope. Did I just skip over? So the next farm I want is to my left. I'm just looking for an opportunity to get to it. Looks like, whoa, that's not it. That's not the opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and just get down right here. Cowabunga. Whee! Holy smokes. I don't think I've ever done a nose grind like that before. Alright. This is what I was looking for. So, we purchased Farmland 50. We then kind of rode this mountain trail to who knows where it was taking me. But really, we were trying to get here to 34 for $119,680. Purchased that. Well, now you have all this. So you have your silo again right here. You have a manure heap, and here another pig barn. 1,000 pigs will go in there. And you've got a bit of storage, and that is it. Oops. Turn there. Now we need to head down in this direction. All the way down here, the next point of interest. Okay, so this is the oil mill. You can see trigger is right over here. You can purchase this for $80,000. You have your inputs right here and outputs right there. And head up this way, and I believe I need to make a right here. We're going to continue to follow this around. I believe up here. There we go. This is the grain mill. You can purchase this for $96,000. You have your inputs here and your outputs right there. Now continue to follow this around. Now, the one thing I will say about this map that is a little bit frustrating is that once you get back here, it's a little difficult to see where you're going. The path isn't as well highlighted as some of the other paths around the map. We just keep following this around through all the hedging and in between the fields. In this part, I really like this location, this kind of side of the river. It's the more kind of toned down kind of area where you're not getting as many of the productions, but you're also cutting in and out through all these fields and going around them. It's really nice. Like the setup on this portion of the map is really kind of slick and laid out very nicely. So we're now here at the fourth and final farm. We came all the way out here. We saw the oil mill, came up and around, and saw the grain mill, and you can very vaguely see that kind of pathway that we took to get up to here. Farmland number 44 for $84,591. And now we have a sheep barn right here, up to 1,000 sheep. And some additional storage, and that is it. That is the map. That is Riverview Farm. Now it is time to render my opinion. What do I think of this map? 0 to 5 scale, as always. I really like this map. I really like it. It's very, very customizable. Even though you can't buy every little square inch of the map, that's okay to me for this particular map, because you have the ability to cut down some of these posts here and open up the hedging. You have the ability to really kind of take control and make this map your own. Maybe not into like the fullest of senses where you're able to... Wait a minute. Sorry, it just occurred to me. I don't have the sawmill on my notes. So I am glad that I kept driving around. Sawmill, $100,000. Whew. inputs right here with your wood cell trigger right there. You have your wood chips output right here. And where is the output? Over there you have your biomass heating plant. That's your... I'm just looking for the output. There's the output right there. I just walked right past it, didn't I? Yep, biomass heating plant with the cellwood triggers right there. So, like I was saying, the color palette, amazing. The way that this map is just laid out, you've got clear forestry areas for those who want to do forestry. You've got, farmable areas. You got productions. You've got everything on here. The production points, even though they're the base game productions, what do I say that is a redeeming for the base game productions? And it's not that some of the base game productions don't look good or anything like that. A lot of them are fantastic looking, but oftentimes they don't fit a map. And this one I think is okay because a lot of the there's a lot of decorations that is added to the map on top of the actual factories and where the factories are located, full sentence stop. So it's nice that you have the areas in which you're able to kind of just not be shocked into like, hey, I know this building, I've seen it a thousand times on 1,000 different maps, but rather you are kind of immersed because there's a lot of stuff that's also happening in the background in the ways of decoration around those properties. So it's not too off-putting to me, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, you check it out and you've got tons and tons. And look at the views. I mean, some of the views on here are very, very nice. You got this whole mountainy area right here. We're actually heading up towards the kind of peak up in this area. Just all in all, this is just a really very well laid out map, and is a very, I think it would be a lot of fun to play on. This is definitely a contender for a later series for me that I'll do. You've got kind of the forestry areas where it's just like each forestry area around here is unique and has its own challenges and unique kind of sets of circumstances. You've got this huge mountain peak right here. That's kind of the whole like tallest point in the map kind of thing. Like, look at that. That's really cool. But you see all the various undulations, the very big kind of peaks and valleys and stuff all throughout the map up here. And where's the tractor? Looks like I can get down to my main farm that way. But actually looks like I might be approaching from this side too. But no, it's just, I think this is just a fantastic map. Yeah, you can see the farms right there. But what would I give this grade-wise? I would give this a solid 4.5. Solid 4.5. I really, really like this map. It's got a little bit of everything, and it touches on just about every single note that I would want in a map, which is nice. It's very well put together, so very happy to say that. But I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged with this channel, enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.